Crypto family, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Crypto Logic channel. My name is John, and my mission here in this channel is to make crypto logical. So I'm here to basically provide as much logical analysis, logical breakdowns when it comes to the crypto space in a way that anybody can understand it. Because I see that a lot of people out here use a lot of big terminologies, use a lot of big words. I have a tech background, so I am familiar with blockchain technology and everything like that. And I want to create a place where someone can come watch this channel, turn on, and understand what's going on in a simple, logical way. With that being said, welcome to the channel, and I'm excited to get started and showing you guys my knowledge of the crypto space, and hopefully we all can make money together. All right. This is the first episode of John's solo journey when it comes to crypto logic. And I'm gonna break down how the show's gonna go. We're gonna go over the market cap, of course, go over a little bit of news because it fills this narrative that I've been thinking about for the past few days. And then I'm gonna show you guys a thread that I found on Twitter about someone very you may or may not know this person, but they are very, very known on Twitter, and he put out a thread showcasing a lot of passive income plays, and this is what this episode is basically dedicated to. And that's when we're going to move on to my favorite plays when it comes to DeFi / passive income. I'm in a couple of these. The third one, or the first of the three that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to get into. I'm not into it yet, but it's one of the ones that I'm anticipating very much. But I'm in two of the other protocols. There's three of them to talk about. And let me know in the comments if you guys want to learn how to get into them, more detailed breakdowns. But I'm going to break down these three protocols that I think are very, very lucrative, long-term passive income plays. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go on into this market. So today, let me refresh this page real quick. I think we're touching 2 trillion here. Oh, we just hit 2 trillion. Okay, cool. Because I was prepping the show and we were at like 1.96 trillion. We just went back over $2 trillion. That's amazing news. This dip has been intense. So I know you guys, a lot of people have been freaking out, but this dip has been very intense because it seemed to come out of nowhere. It always seems to come out of nowhere, but it came and I'm not going to say it because what I was about to say was going to be very, very vulgar, but it crashed hard. So the dip came and it crashed hard. And as you can see, Bitcoin touched, I think, 40K, just a bit under 40,000, over 42K now, bouncing back up. I think we are heading for a retracement, a good solid bounce back. I think we're going to go past 50K here. I don't know when, but all signs point to it. Ethereum dipped pretty hard. Binance dipped under $500. Solana, I heard their network crashed again. So there's a lot of FUD surrounding Solana. Kevin O'Leary has been gleaning about Solana, and then now he's just not talking about it anymore, and now he's talking about HBAR. So HBAR is like big on his radar, and I really like HBAR as well. Solana, I think, will be fine though. It's starting to receive some scaling issues, so I think Solana will get that patched up, and then they'll get that resolved. Cardano's still over $1. XRP bounced back from that 72 cent, 73 cent range, hit 75, which is good. I love XRP. Luna still strong in the top 10, number 9 right there, $73. Polkadot sitting at 25, rounding out the top 10. Really like Polkadot, has a lot of solid potential, and I love Avalanche. Avalanche is probably my favorite layer 1 ecosystem. Avalanche to me, is like a gorgeous ecosystem. I don't know if have you guys seen the movie Free Guy? Avalanche to me is that land that Ryan Reynolds gets to at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. Gets to the end of the movie. That's what Avalanche reminds me of. It's a beautiful oasis, and I think Avalanche is going to do very, very, very well in the future. And we round out the top 15 of all the the poop coins, except Matic. Matic's good. So that's the market. I'm going to get better at explaining the market. I hope you guys bear with me going through the show. there's a narrative that I really want to showcase before we move on to the juicy parts of the show, of the episode, which is, this is an article that I found recently, and it says searches for sell Ethereum skyrocket 1,000% in 24 hours as liquidity supernova turns negative. So what's going on, and this is like a few days ago, what's going on was when the market crashed, Google searches for sell Ethereum blew up. And there's a lot of factors to this. I'm not going to go over the article, but everyone's been trying to sell Ethereum. Okay. One is obviously the Federal Reserve tapering. So in one of the previous episodes, we explained that tapering is basically raising interest rates, right, to catch up to the inflation that was caused by the massive amount of money that's being printed. Simple as I can put it. So what's going on is people that have a lot of wealth are freaking out because everything is going to get expensive, okay? But usually long-term tapering is good for the economy, as it gives it a chance to make back the money that was basically made up, faked, right, and put into existence. Second is the energy crisis. Costas Khan, I don't know if I said that right. They had an internet outage. So basically, they make up a lot of the hash rate for Bitcoin mining. And since the internet went down, there's an energy crisis in Europe, that caused a lot of Bitcoin's mining rigs to shut down, go dark. But one thing I need to say is that it's very, very important to realize that when something like that happens, there's always opportunity that arises from something like that happening. So one area goes dark when it comes to Bitcoin mining, another area will turn the lights on. Okay, just remember that. If you guys remember that, you guys will be fine. The crypto space, Bitcoin, whatever, is not going to go anywhere. You can't just turn off the internet forever. When one place goes dark, another place will turn on the light. Okay, so, and then the third thing to speak on this Ethereum, the reason why I think people are starting to research sell Ethereum is because this video clip that came out with Vitalik saying that, oh, he envisions Ethereum being done in 6 years. And I watched that video. People have got that video confused with what he said, because Vitalik speaks in code. He speaks very different from the average person, just like Elon Musk. What he's saying is not that Ethereum 2.0 will be done in 6 years. What he's saying is his vision for Ethereum being its final form is 6 years from now. You don't just turn on a switch and Ethereum's going to be done. They have to implement steps to get to where he wants to get to. EIP 1559 last summer was the first step, and there were some other upgrades that came out. Ethereum 2.0 launching is the next step. So then Ethereum 2.0 launches. That's going to take some time to figure out, okay, is this actually working? Okay, what do we need to patch up on Ethereum 2.0? Ethereum 2.0 will not launch, I believe, in this year, if not next year. But I truly think this year, Ethereum 2.0 will launch, and that will set the stage to get to the 6-year marathon that Vitalik issued in that video. So people are thinking, oh, Ethereum 2.0 is going to be done in 6 years. Like, no, that's just the time frame of Ethereum being fully optimized and 100% scalable and operable. Okay, so I need to get that out the way. So in that regard, let's move on, and I want to showcase one last news thing that's pretty bullish in my opinion when it comes to the crypto space, and it's about the world's biggest podcaster, Joe Rogan, and he has a lot of hope for crypto. And this is one thing I'm gonna read, and that's it. He says the podcaster said that crypto will either fall apart completely or will give society an opportunity to come up with a better way to live our lives. To me, I've been saying it on Crypto Logic podcast over the course of the year. Everything you do will be recorded on a blockchain. Everything that you have could be verified via blockchain. Your driver's license, your health insurance, your car insurance, your paper, your title to your car, your deed to your house. Anything that you buy in the stores can be proven that you bought it. So that helps with counterfeit items, etc. No more fake driver's license, no more fake insurance cards, no more fake anything. And everything will be legitimized and recorded on a blockchain, and that is where we are heading as a society. And I believe that once we're at that point, blockchain technology will be unstoppable. And obviously blockchain technology will evolve. There's already things in the works like hash graph technology, DAG technology that's already going to take over in the future. But blockchain as of now is barely getting started. And I read a quote somewhere, when it comes to crypto and blockchain, think of a baseball game. We're still in the locker room getting ready to take the field. That's where we are right now in this current space. We're still in the locker room getting our cleats on, getting ready to hit the field. So we're still very early. You still have time to make it from your house to the locker room change. Okay? And let's move on. This is the thread that I retweeted this on my Twitter. Go ahead and follow CryptoLogic. You guys should see CryptoLogic John and CryptoLogic Pod. This thread showcases his guides on DeFi protocols, stablecoin strategies where you can make 20 to 160% APY, DeFi 2.0, which results in financial freedom. This will be an ongoing thread that will be updated every week, so make sure to bookmark it. And he started this on November 14th, and he's been updating this thing with amazing DeFi protocol strategies for you to make money. This thing is awesome. I went through it. Time is on here. This thing is great. And he also explains how he quit his 9-to-5 job at 33 years old and become financially free. I will link this in the description. Go through this thread, and there's a lot of ways to make money. Okay, so out of this, I want to move on now and basically talk about 3 protocols that I am very, very in love with in this moment in time. 2 of the 3 that I'm in right now, one of them, which is the first one I'm going to talk about, is Hydra. Okay, so Hydra is currently $6.75. It is a project that I am very, very bullish on. I'm very excited to talk about this because this is a project that I will be getting into. So while everyone's it's considered it's considered a node. I'm going to break down Hydra and why it's very bullish, and it's a gem in my opinion. The all-time high of this thing, I believe, first off, is I think $52. So we're in a good. Anyone who's watching this video is in a good position to pick some up, right? And that's just for token appreciation. But the technology behind this thing, the protocol, is beautiful. I'm gonna break it down. Hydra, this is their website. Hydra, I'll break all this stuff down, okay? But their website is gorgeous. Hydra has their calculating rewards. Hydra is one of the best passive income plays that you could put your money into outside of the other 2 that I'm going to talk about. Okay. This is one that pays out well. It's been solidified. It's been active for, I believe, over a year now. So it's been solid for over a year now. And I want to basically explain to you guys what it does. And I'm going to break it down right now. So Hydra, a logical breakdown. So what is Hydra? Hydra is a proof of stake protocol. It creates nodes, thus creating you passive income. Okay. What does it solve? The Cardano CEO, Charles Hoskinson, you may know him, you've probably heard of him. He says protocols like Hydra are needed to solve scaling issues. It aims to solve supply issues around coins. So that's basically what it does, right? Why is there a problem in the first place? So there's 2 ways to look at a token. Is it a proof of stake token or a proof of work token? And these are regards to layer 1 technology, layer 2 technology, technologies that allow you to create smart contracts on them, allow you to create dApps on them, right? Allow you to have DeFi protocols. So that's when proof of stake and proof of work apply. So proof of stake, a problem with proof of stake can be that there may not be enough transactions to pay network fees, which can collapse the protocol. A proof of work has guaranteed payouts, but the problem is the fact that you're minting new coins to pay people that are mining the token or the protocol. It increases the supply of the token, so that causes inflation, right? Proof of stake basically said, well, we will come out, and that's why Ethereum was originally proof of work. Ethereum switched over to proof of stake. So proof of stake basically minimizes the problem of inflation by burning burning excess tokens and paying fees, network fees, to people who are staking the protocol with the tokens that they buy. So you basically buy your tokens and you lend your tokens to the network, and the network does its thing, whatever it wants to do, whatever the smart contract tells it to do. It provides power to the protocol. But if there's not enough transactions to go on to pay people, or people don't make enough money, they can just stop working and leave the protocol, which can collapse the protocol, because now there's no one basically allowing their tokens to work, right? Proof of work, basically you're guaranteed to get paid, but the problem is you're getting paid, they're minting new tokens, which causes inflation, creates more tokens, okay? So this is why Hydra has a solution. Hydra's solution is that they solve this by switching from deflationary and inflationary as a dual-based protocol. So they're parallel working together at the same time as a parallel and as a dual-based token. They're parallel, so they're deflationary. There's there's code in the protocols that allow it to deflate and inflate at the same time. So on one side, it can burn up to 50% of fees, and on the other side, it mints new coins. So as it's rising, it's getting burned. As it's getting burned, it's rising. So it's working simultaneously, which is amazing. Okay, and that's why Charles Hockinson says that this technology can be implemented onto other tokens, other protocols. So Cardano ADA, can use Hydra, plug it in to their token, and have this protocol effectively be utilized on Cardano. And this is why I think Cardano, once everything is up and running, right now Cardano doesn't need Hydra as of yet, but once Cardano has the volume of $billion per day, or whatever the case may be, millions of dollars per hour or whatever, they will need Hydra to implement their protocols to create this dual inflationary deflationary protocol. And that's why I think at that point, Cardano, the price of Cardano can seriously be, you can't even fathom it, right, at this moment in time. But it's hard to see that because Cardano's been sitting sideways for so long. But once everything's up and running and Hydra's implemented, and Charles Hockinson loves Hydra, he is very bullish on Hydra, and he wants to implement it onto his protocol, and they will. They have conversations. You can look it up. I'll probably showcase it in another video if you guys ask me to, but I didn't pull it up now because I had this whole planned out. Okay, but Hydra will be very prominent on ADA and on any other ecosystem that decides to use this protocol. So in closing, Hydra makes it bulletproof to uncontrolled inflation, because if you're on a proof of work protocol and the protocol takes off and it does really well and it's scalable, the amount of supply can just continue to be minted unless they have a cap, right? But when there's a cap, now you're dealing with circulating supply, and it can cause a stopgap. So now how can the protocol continue to scale if you basically stop the amount of tokens to be created? You can't have that. You got to have it keep going up. So that causes price drops. So that's why it says Hydra makes it bulletproof to uncontrolled inflation and severe price drops at the same time. It is able to effectively use transactions to counterbalance the supply through constant burn process. So it burns the tokens as it's making new tokens. The leftover tokens that aren't needed get burned, and the other tokens that are created get paid out. So it creates a very, very, very lucrative system. And that's why I'm very bullish on Hydra. And Hydra is one of the ones that I will be putting my funds into. Okay, so let me break down exactly the rewards. They're on their website. I'll link this in there too. So if you have 1,000 Hydra, you'd basically be getting paid $1 a day. I mean, $1 a day. One Hydra a day, which is $10 a day. It is very expensive to get a Hydra node, Hydra block, because that's 1,000 tokens. That's $6,000, right? So you do the math, but it's something that you can start small, and as you make money every day, that's 300. That's 10 times 30. My math has always been bad on camera. So let me verify that. So 10 times 30, that's $300 a month, right? So, you know what I mean? You guys do the math from there. And you get a bonus too. They pay out bonuses. So it's a 56% APY. This is something that I'm not in yet, but I will be in because I'm going to use other protocols to pay for this. Okay, so imagine you hit big on one of these cryptos and you make about $50,000. You can put 25K into this. You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice, but that's why I think Hydra is something that is very, it's something to look at. Okay, and the second thing, protocol that I'm in right now is Hector Dao. And I'm a big fan of Hector Dao. Hector Dao is actually performing really well throughout this whole bearish trend that we're seeing in the crypto space. Okay, Hector Dao is at $74 right now. Okay, and it's been doing really well. I'm in it right now. It's actually making me good returns right now. I'm just stacking it up, just literally stacking it up. It's built on the Phantom network. Phantom is also another layer one that I think is very. I'm very bullish on Phantom. Love Phantom. It's very undervalued right now at $2. Very undervalued. But Hector Dao is basically a decentralized protocol on the HEC token, collateralized and backed by the Hector Dao. So a DAO obviously is a decentralized autonomous organization. So basically it's a group of people that decide on what to do with the protocol. HEC will be the reserve currency on Phantom. In order to maintain price stability, Hector will use algorithmic reserve currency algorithm and will be supported by other decentralized assets. So basically how Hector DAO will pay you and allow the funds that you put in for them to invest into different protocols, etc. And it's going to basically supply Phantom and keep Phantom afloat. So I'm a big fan of Hector Dao. It's doing really well for me. It's making me good money, decent money throughout this whole dip that we're in. Okay. And my goal with Hector Dao is to stack up Hector Dao to then pump into this baby right here. And you guys may have heard of it, Wonderland Time, which is my biggest DeFi holding, biggest. And Wonderland Time for me is doing tremendously well. Obviously, there's a massive dip. Look at the APY. The APY is back up to 82,000%. The treasury balance just hit $1 billion. Danielle just tweeted this out. Frog Nation, shout out to you guys. Man, I am in love with Hector Dao. I am in love with Time Wonderland. The payouts are consistent. The rebases are consistent. They did switch their liquidity from Trader Joe to SushiSwap, which Danielle is in charge of SushiSwap. And I believe that that's going to be best case scenario moving forward because now their focus is on wrapped memo. Because when you invest in a time, you're getting memo, which is 1-to-1 to time, and memo rebases. With wrap memo, it auto compounds, auto rebases to where the supply of your memo doesn't increase, just your value does. So it sounds kind of a little crazy, but wrap memo you can buy directly from SushiSwap, and you don't have to do staking or anything like that. The value will increase as an auto compound, auto rebaser. So my mission is to get as much time as I can, which I'm doing, and I've sold a lot of my cryptos to increase my time position. My time position will pay me out significantly enough to where I can then use those rebase payouts to invest into my favorite tokens like Hydra, more Hector Dao possibly, but Hector Dao is something that I'm stacking up to put into time as well, and time will be the cash cow for me. So I will be using time and Hector Dao at the same time to then fund my favorite projects. And my ultimate goal is to get a lot of funds into Hydra as well as my favorite tokens. Okay. As you guys follow me on this journey, I will be making more videos about my favorite tokens and what I'm planning on doing and everything like that. But that is all. Please bear with me as I'm dealing with this transition into a solo YouTube content creator. And I will hopefully get more comfortable basically explaining all these protocols, explaining everything, basically just being on the channel, talking to you guys, making content, because I'm used to just ranting, with a co-host, etc., with a host. But I'm very excited for the future of crypto. This year is going to be massive, massive, massive. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to break down how to get into Hydra, how to get into Hector Dao, how to basically get a Wonderland Time, or any other DeFi protocols that you guys are seeing on the internet, let me know in the comments. I'll look into it. And if it's legit or whatever and I like it, I'll talk about it. So you guys, I thank you. Thank you if you guys made it this far. I appreciate you guys. I'm very excited to start this journey with you guys once again. Let's make some money this year and get some Lambos in a couple years. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm more of a Ferrari guy. But once again, thank you so much for giving me your time. I will see you in the next video. Peace.